Good morning, primary class. This is Miss Daniela with your lesson for Thursday in our story, Twins That Weren't the Same. But first, do you remember our memory verse? It's do not lie to one another, Colossians 3, verse 9. Well, Isaac was getting to be very old, and he was almost blind. He felt that because he had not much longer to live, it was time to give the birthright blessing, and he still wanted to give it to Esau, even though he knew what God had told Rebekah. I wonder if he knew about Isaac and Esau's deal. One day he called Esau into his tent and asked him to make a very special meal that he especially liked and to bring it to him. Isaac told Esau that after eating it, he would give the birthright blessing to him. Esau didn't tell his father that he had already sold his birthright to Jacob. He still didn't care about God, but he did want the riches that would be his when his father died. Isaac didn't know that someone had been listening to what he had said to Esau. Who was it, and what happened next? We find out Genesis 27, verse 5 through 17. Well, and Rebekah heard when Isaac spoke to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it. And Rebekah spoke to Jacob her son, saying, Behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, Bring me venison, and make me a savory meat, that I may eat, and bless thee before the Lord before my death. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice, according to that which I have commanded thee. Go now to the flock, and fetch me thence two kids of the goats, and I will make savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father peradventure will feel me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. He wasn't worried about tricking him. He was worried about being discovered in his trickery, wasn't he? Well, his mother said unto him, Upon me be the curse, my son. Only obey my voice, and go fetch me them. And he went and fetched, and brought them to his mother. And his mother made savory meat, such as his father loved. And Rebekah took a goodly raiment of her eldest son Esau, which were with her in her house, and put them on Jacob her younger son. And she put skins of the goats upon his hands, and upon the smooth of his neck. And she gave him the savory meat, and the bread which she had prepared, and into the hand of her son Jacob. Esau must have been very hairy for a goat skin to feel like him. Things happened fast, didn't they? Jacob didn't want to follow Rebekah's plan, but he finally did, even though he knew it was wrong. Now we'll read verses 18 through 24. And he came to his father, and he said, My father. And he said, Here am I. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according to what thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said to his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because the Lord thy God brought it unto me. Oh, one lie leads to another, doesn't it? And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him, and he said, The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy, and his brother Esau's hands, as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him. And he said, Art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. Oh, that is so sad. Just as Jacob had expected, his father knew there was something wrong. Now he told one lie after another. And then we read in verses 25 through 29, the rest of the story. And he said, Bring it near, that I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat, and brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him. And he smelled the smell of his raiments, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of the field which the Lord has blessed. Therefore God give thee of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and the plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that cursed thee, and blessed be he that blesses thee. When someone tells a lie, there almost always has to be another lie to cover up the first one. Count how many lies God told before he left, that Isaac told before he left Isaac. Sorry. Count how many lies Jacob told before he left Isaac's tent that day. Do you think God could have worked everything out without Rebekah and Jacob trying to help? Of course. Does God ever want us to disobey his law? No, never. Such a sad story, isn't it?